Hey, it's the You Never Know Matt Show. So I want to talk about one thing right now, and this is called the reference technique. So when we're feeling anxious or depressed, which I like to call scared or sad, right? Anxious and depressed, kind of scared or sad. And I think it goes on a continuum. It could be really scared, it could be really sad, right? So here it goes. No matter what our circumstances are, typically we're going to be able to find a reference or a situation or someone else who had it worse or has it worse by a long shot. So I've been watching this Vietnam documentary, and in the documentary there was a POW, basically a prisoner of war, a doctor who, a medic, let's say. I don't know if he was a doctor, it might have been a nurse, but he was a medic. And what happened was the Vietnam soldiers came. It was the North Vietnam versus the South, and this guy happened to be in the U.S. helping the South to beat the North. Right? Vietnam, very controversial subject, but here's the important part. These dudes made this medic, the North Vietnam came and made the medic, they caught him, basically they got him, they captured him, and they made him walk, I think it was over like 50 miles with no shoes on, no boots. His feet were completely lacerated from the jungle floor. All right, so he didn't know how he was going to make it past the next moment. When we compare any of our suffering to that situation right there, and then also once he was captured, he was kept in a camp where he wasn't given enough food, basically almost barely enough to survive, so he was starving as well. So when we compare our situation to something like that, typically I would say compare leads to despair, right, which is an idea from Sean Stevenson. But in this situation, if we compare ourselves to that, what happened there, I mean, I don't know. I don't have problems compared to that. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, life is good, man. Life is good. And I don't always feel that, but if you think about going from where you are at this very moment, sitting watching this video, to that, and then you come back, you imagine what it would be like to walk through the jungle floor and your feet are getting cut up by the floor of the jungle. We can kind of say, you know what, things are pretty good for me right now. I'm thankful, and of course there are going to be challenges and things that we have to face, but in the light of that, things are pretty good. So we can focus on today. Today is the only day, and peace out.